The United States of America $1 coin from the year 1865 is not just a piece of precious metal. It is an echo from the very heart of a nation divided and striving to heal amid the crucible of civil war, with every facet of its existence reflecting the intense political, economic, and social dynamics of its time. Struck during one of the most tumultuous years in American history, the coin symbolizes more than mere currency. It embodies the resilience of a republic fighting to uphold its founding principles in the face of internal strife. The coin produced in 1865 was the Liberty-seated dollar, part of a series that began in 1840 and ran through 1873. Designed by Christian Gobrecht, the coin features the seated figure of Lady Liberty, modeled after neoclassical ideals, with her right hand resting upon a striped shield inscribed with the word liberty, and her left hand holding a pole topped with a Phrygian cap, long a symbol of freedom and emancipation. The obverse design speaks volumes about the ideological aspirations of a nation that, even while mired in a bloody conflict over slavery and states' rights, still clung to the ideals of liberty, justice, and union. The reverse depicts a heraldic eagle, its wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, dual symbols of war and peace, encapsulating the national uncertainty of the era. Struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, the coin weighed 26.73 grams and measured 38.1 millimeters in diameter, with a reeded edge and brilliant metallic sheen when freshly minted. The mintage of $1,865 was extremely limited. Only 46,500 business strike coins were produced, making this coin not only a historical treasure, but also a relatively scarce collectible. Much of the coinage from this year was hoarded, melted, or exported during the Civil War due to fluctuating silver values and public distrust of paper currency, leading to widespread coin shortages across the Union. By 1865, paper money had largely replaced coins in everyday commerce, especially with the introduction of greenbacks and the rise of national bank notes. Yet the production of silver and gold coinage continued at the mints in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and other locations more as symbolic gestures of fiscal stability and governmental continuity. Collectors of U.S. coinage treasure the 1865 silver dollar, not just for its rarity, but for its poignant placement in history. It was minted in the same year that President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox, and the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery was passed by Congress and ratified by the states. As such, the $1,865 is interwoven with the very essence of America's transformation from a fractured collection of states into a more unified, post-slavery nation. Surviving examples of the $1,865 today come in varying grades of preservation, from well-worn circulated examples to stunning proof-like or uncirculated specimens, some even bearing traces of original mint luster and delicate toning that develop over time due to the coin's silver content. The coin is a frequent feature in numismatic exhibitions and Civil War-era collections, often accompanied by period documents, letters, and memorabilia to illustrate its historical context. Scholars and numismatists alike study the minor die variations, repunched dates, and minting anomalies of this coin with great attention, as the limited number of coins and their fragile preservation make them ripe for forensic numismatic research. The broader implications of the coin also touch upon issues of metal sourcing and mining. During this time, silver was being mined extensively in the Comstock Lode of Nevada, and its use in coinage like the $1,865 ties into the economic exploitation of the American West and the government's attempts to assert control over the monetary supply. As a result of the war, the Treasury was under great strain, and coinage was a vital part of reassuring the public and foreign governments of America's financial credibility. In this sense, the dollar coin of 1865 was more than money. It was diplomacy, propaganda, and national pride in physical form. Over the decades, the 1865 silver dollar has become increasingly rare, and high-grade specimens often fetch thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, of dollars at auction, depending on strike quality, eye appeal, and provenance. Numismatic grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, have certified a limited number of high-grade examples, further emphasizing their rarity. Some examples are housed in public institutions or museums, such as the Smithsonian, while others remain in private hands, passed down as family heirlooms or purchased at great cost by passionate collectors. In the broader tapestry of American coinage, the $1,865 stands as a symbolic artifact of endurance, remembrance, and transformation. Coined in the shadows of war and amid the dawn of emancipation, it whispers to modern eyes of an America both wounded and reborn. This coin was not struck at branch mints, only at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not carry a mint mark at the time. Thus all surviving $1,865 bear no identifying letter. The relatively low mintage was not due to lack of demand for silver per se, but rather due to the large-scale hoarding of precious metal coins during the Civil War, as inflation, distrust in paper currency, and war-related economic instability caused even common people to pull coins from circulation. As the war concluded in April 1865, and the Union emerged victorious but deeply scarred, the coins minted during that year, especially the silver dollar, became time capsules of a nation at a historic crossroads. Notably, 1865 also marked the beginning of Reconstruction, the fraught process of reintegrating the Southern states and extending civil rights to formerly enslaved people. Therefore, any coin from this year, particularly a $1 silver coin bearing the symbolism of liberty and the might of the eagle, is steeped in layers of cultural significance. Collectors today often seek out these coins not just for their aesthetic or material value, but to own a tangible piece of a defining moment in the American story, when ideals were tested, justice was redefined, and the very meaning of citizenship evolved. Whether tucked in velvet-lined cases, displayed under glass, or studied beneath microscopes, the 1865 United States $1 silver coin remains one of the most profound, powerful, and poignant embodiments of numismatic art ever produced by a republic struggling to be whole.